Hey Jesus, why did you cry out, my God, why have you forsaken me on the cross? Did God really leave you?
Let me take you back to that moment. I cried out those words because I was carrying the full weight of humanity's sin. God made me, who had no sin, to be sin for you, so that in me you might become the righteousness of God. Sin separates humanity from God, and for the first time, I experienced what that separation feels like. It was overwhelming, physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
But did the Father actually leave you? You're God, right? How could that happen?
No, the Father didn't truly abandon me. The unity of the Trinity, Father, Son, and Spirit, can never be broken. But in my humanity, I felt forsaken because I took on the consequences of sin for you. My God, why have you forsaken me? Is the opening line of Psalm 22, a prophecy about my suffering. That psalm describes everything I endured. They pierced my hands and my feet. They divide my garments among them. By quoting it, I was fulfilling prophecy and pointing to the bigger picture of redemption.
So you didn't just feel the pain of the cross, you felt the weight of sin too?
Yes, all of it. I didn't just bear the physical agony of crucifixion. I bore the spiritual agony of sin. It's hard for you to imagine, but I carried every sin, past, present, and future, all at once. Surely he took up our pain and bore our suffering. He was pierced for our transgressions and crushed for our iniquities. The separation I felt wasn't because the Father left me, but because I fully entered into the brokenness of sin on your behalf. It sounds so unbearable. Why would you go through all of that? Because I love you. Love isn't just a feeling, it's action. I didn't want to face the cross, but my spirit was willing. I chose the cross so that you would never have to feel forsaken by God. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. I felt forsaken so you would never have to. Now my promise to you is this: I will never leave you nor forsake you.
But didn't you already know how it would end? Why cry out like that if you're God?
Even though I knew the outcome, I still chose to experience the depth of human suffering. I wanted to fully identify with you, your pain, your fear, your feelings of abandonment. We do not have a high priest who is unable to empathize with our weaknesses. I was tempted in every way, just as you are, yet I did not sin. My cry was raw, human, and real. It shows that it's okay to cry out to God in your darkest moments, just as I did.
So your cry wasn't just despair, it was hope too?
Exactly. Psalm 22, which begins with, "Why have you forsaken me?" ends in victory. All the ends of the earth will remember and turn to the Lord. My cry wasn't the end of the story. It was the beginning of hope. When I said, "It is finished," I completed the work of salvation so that you could be free.
Jesus, you really went through all of that for us?
Yes, because I love you. I didn't want to endure the cross, but I chose to. My sacrifice was the greatest act of love the world has ever seen. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life.